Come on down. You're the next contestant on Price is Right Wrestling. Tonight, Carmelo Hayes and Tricky Ticky Williams get invited to Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano's haunted house next week at Halloween Havoc. Oh, fucking dear. Can Rex Steiner and Tommaso Ciampa get along before they get it on? And can we care about any of these characters outside of Tony D'Angelo? Forget about it. We will find out. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE NXT 2.0. I'm going to have some praise for this show. I'm also going to have some concern for one particular talent. And I'm going to have a lot of jokes for a show. Man, this brand has just fallen off a goddamn cliff into a ravine, pulling a Homer Simpson where it's not even getting transported back up and bonking its head on the cliff. And this did not look like bonking at all. And then the ambulance hitting the goddamn tree and then going right back down the goddamn ravine. Nope, it's just fucking stuck there like the rocks from that one movie that had Kevin Bacon in it. I actually totally fucking forgot. The one kid that stole the rocks, from that burial ground, all the aliens decided to attack them. That's how that fucking shit works. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. So, speaking of Carmelo Hayes and Tricky Ticky Williams, they had a little recap package about Carmelo Hayes cashing in his championship opportunity. Just say title match. Just say title match, Vince. I know you don't want to say shot. Just say title match. Opportunity is too fucking wordy, but Vince McMahon wants to be away from anything that resembles professional wrestling, despite the fact they're wrestlers in a wrestling ring, wearing wrestling tights, and they have wrestling matches. But whatever, it's such good shit, pal. I'm a genius. Ha ha ha. Such a genius that the NXT ratings have pretty much fallen into a goddamn pit. The same ravine that the goddamn brand is in. I want to know your guys' honest thoughts in this revamp, by the way, because this is very fucking divisive. A lot of people love it. Some people fucking hate it. There are things I like, and there are a lot of things I hate. And it isn't even just about, I liked how it was before. This is way too bright, way too lit AF, I believe, as the kids say. My God, I'm so white. It's the kaleidoscopic comedy, craziness that is Vince McMahon's crazy wrestling. And actually, I don't know if Vince McMahon has anything to do with this. I don't know who's booking this goddamn thing. Actually, maybe it's Shawn Michaels. The question is it his lazy eye or his right eye? Which eye is his lazy eye? Anyway, maybe him and Linda McMahon can have a lazy eye off. Enough knocking these people. So, Carmelo Hayes and Tricky Ticky Williams, which I'm just going to come up with more names that I think are funny and nobody else does because why the fuck not? They're going to name these people stupid names. I'm going to come up with even dumber ones. So, why were they wearing jackets from the, like Letterman jackets from the faculty? Are we going to get a weird tentacle creature? Is one of the weird blonde chicks going to get naked for no goddamn fucking reason just because they have to titillate the audience? The word titillate will always make me laugh. He don't miss, and Chris Benoit didn't miss in June of 2007. Moving hastily on from that, hey, Gargano's here, a de facto face. He lost his way because Indy is... Well, maybe he didn't lose his way since Indy and him are kind of still associated, and we'll find out about an association here in a little bit. But Austin Theory is busy taking selfies. Don't look through Austin Theory's phone. And Candice is at home, probably ready to give birth in a few months. And I hope Candice and Gargano have a healthy kid, boy, girl, whatever, alien from the third moon of Uranus. I don't really fucking care. But anyway, I hope that her cooking improves, and it's not as bland as it was in all those pre-tapes. Moving on from this hastily and massively mean thing that I shouldn't have fucking said, but I'm not going to apologize for. He tried to be funny. And I know something about trying to be funny and failing. The difference is I'm just saying this shit on a YouTube channel. I am not on a national broadcast. So, Tricky Ticky Williams and Carmelo are like, oh, you want a shot at the North American Championship? Because Gargano's won that championship more times than I've had pizza in the past month. Which actually is a lot. He's had a lot of fucking reigns, and I've had a lot of fucking pizza. Because fucking pizza will just tell your mother we ate it. It says, oh, there's my son-in-law. Him and Lumis are a tag team now. They're going to make them the tag team champions, and I'm going to want the tag titles dumped in the goddamn river. Along with whoever booked that. So anyway, positive. Let's come up with some positives. Lumis turns Trick into, like, an unconscious human being and chokes him out. I smell a tag match coming up. No, wait, no, I smell something else. It's shit booking. So we get Aussie Jones versus Andre Nowitzki, because that's basically what he is. He's basically Chris Nowitzki without the head trauma. Thankfully, Chris Nowitzki is doing a damn good job doing CTE research after his wrestling career ended prematurely, and he was smart to get out of that and do a lot of good with his college education. So there were Andre plants in the crowd. I think Plants might have actually been a whole lot better than whatever they had, there cheering for him. And Aussie wins with a splash, and life goes on dull as before. Diamond Mine wants more opportunities, mainly for the Creed bars. They want to be taken higher. They want to be taken to golden sheets. Wait, golden streets? I actually forgot how the lyrics went because Scott Stapp never made sense in those songs. So it's Imperium trying to implement the final phase of their plan to retake the tag team championships. That is, they're taking on the Creed brothers. Is it Creed 2, Electric Boogaloo? Is it Creed 3? My God, Rocky is finally dead. So, who were the heels? I guess Diamond Mine was, because they kept doing the numbers advantage and all that. And Kushida and Ikemen Jiro, who I despise, can't fucking stand him as a character. Don't hate him as a person, got nothing against him as a person. Hate the goddamn comedy, hate the fucking jackets, hate the fucking presentation. Just stick a fork in Kushida as far as his WWE run. I mean, he wanted to get away from just being in the junior heavyweight division in WWE, or in New Japan rather. He went to WWE, and what the fuck has he done? I think he took on Walter at one point. He's taken on maybe a couple other heavyweights. He's had injuries, but my God, now he's teaming up with a fucking guy that uses his jacket, the pockets of his jacket, to slap people. I'm starting to think that maybe NXT 2.0 has just fucking passed me by. So anyway, we get the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling. Surprise roll up 1, 2, 3. Imperium win. Okay. And then MSK attack Imperium, and they challenge him for a tag title match next week. Why are MSK getting booed? They're not the best fucking tag team in the goddamn world, but they're pretty goddamn good. They put on exciting matches. They bring a lot of energy. Why did they get booed? Somebody said it had something to do with Izzy's dad. Yeah, well, Izzy's parents aren't exactly the smartest people, considering who they let her fucking train with. Chase and Rance. If you don't know that name, fucking Google it. My point is, the parents are basically, they're coattail riders, just like Britney Spears' parents were. Hopefully it doesn't end up like that. Also, Izzy might want to choose her friends a little bit better because she associates with Tessa Blanchard. And WoW, I hope the fucking WoW reboot goes up in fucking smoke and everybody loses their goddamn ass, at least as far as the financiers. Except Jeannie Buss. Hopefully she gets smart and says, no, fuck this. I'm not going to waste more money like I did at WoW Women Unleashed. Or, the pay-per-view that they did in 2001. Okay, positive. Are we going to get to some positives? We are. MSK, I think, is pretty good. Pre-tape of, Heavy Metal Von Wagner and O'Reilly gripping and, thrusting, various pieces of wood, all over the goddamn woods. It would be weird if they were doing it in the parking lot. Where would they get those trees? Why are there branches in a goddamn parking lot? Were they blown away? Did an ant decide to shed right there? What am I even on about anymore? Hey, you like beer too? Wow, you're really weird. You're really out there. O'Reilly's a good wrestler. The scripted material is fucking shit. And Von Wagner, I don't know why they're pushing. And nothing, the guy, his dad was one half of the Beverly Brothers, the Destruction Crew in AWA. He's got the genetics. I don't know why any of this is fucking happening. Joe Wayne Gacy wants to form a coalition. Take my hand and follow me, little snowflake. And it's the former Parker Bordeaux, now Holland. Joe Wayne Gacy, we're going to find out that some Kool-Aid is being drunk. And then, I don't know. Maybe Creative is drinking the goddamn Kool-Aid. Maybe it's a Jim Jones Kool-Aid and we can get better creative here. Positives. Legoland Phantasm. They talk about championships. Elektra Lopez looks fucking tremendous. Escobar is well-spoken. Wild is very good. Mendoza is very good. And then Cora Jade is a scare girl. And we said, see you later, girl. Oh, wait, she rolled up Elektra Lopez after Elektra just threw her around. Even though she got her shoulder up, they counted it for 3 because the referee was out of position. Okay. Didn't fucking address it until a little bit later. In the messiest fucking way possible. But whatever. Ciampa and Rex Steiner do a pre-tape promo, but can they get along? God damn it. He really does Rex, and I'm calling him Rex Steiner, by the way, because I'm just going to say the name once. Braun Breaker is fucking stupid. It is career halting. Not killing, but halting. It is a stupid name. Whoever came up with that deserves to be slapped with a brick until they aren't moving. And then revive them and say, you want to come up with another stupid name again? Maybe I'm taking wrestling a little bit too seriously. I'm getting a little bit violent here. So anyway, Rex Steiner says he'll protect him, but then he'll, take the title from him next week. So Grayson Waller and LA Knight are going to fight to host Halloween Havoc next week. LA Knight, one of their best talents, and Grayson Waller, who's not that bad in the ring. LA Knight, one of their best promos, has been in a lot of shit feuds. The Cameron Grimes feud, God fucking damn it. So Princess of Persia took on JC Jane and Io Shirai. The winner can spin the wheel. And then Jake the Snake Roberts' Cobra will turn on him. When your snake turns on you, you know you made some bad life choices. So, match started fine, typical three-way, JC did a suicide dive through the second and, middle rope, or the second and top rope, rather. It'd be weird to have a second and middle rope. It's a four-roped ring. And she, unfortunately, did not clear it, hit her feet, and just hit flat. Absolutely fucking flat. I'm going to say right now I hope that JC's okay. It was nice that Persia checked on her, made sure she was all right. Io Shirai did a moonsault, and they took JC to the back, and it was just a singles match after that. I hope JC Jane, regardless of whether she's good for next week, can be good for the future. She's a bright star, but most importantly, a human being, so I hope she's going to be all right. But same thing I said about Red Velvet when she nearly Hayabusa'd herself on that goddamn Spanish fly, top rope Spanish fly. Don't do shit you don't know how to do. Do not do shit you don't know how to do. I hope JC James is okay. Now, they called this on the fly and made a singles match, and, Persia did fine. She did absolutely fine. Io was obviously leading it because Io's an experienced veteran as opposed to an unexperienced veteran. It'd be weird to be a veteran and not have experience because it's always good to be with somebody with experience. That went differently in my head, but there was a nice sit-out bomb by Persia. She did some good stuff. And then Io topped Persia and pinned her 1, 2, 3, which I definitely wanted to see in another type of wrestling, but we'll move on from that. She spins the wheel. It's a scare way to hell ladder match. Well, I guess we'll see that match later on next week. Ladder on. Fuck. Moving hastily on from a joke that definitely rung true and rung false. Let's go to Legoland Phantasm attacking Trey Baxter while Elektra basically berates Cora Jade. And then Brooks and Dunn decide to attack them. It'd be more funny if that country duo decided to attack them and do the boot, scoot, and boogie. If anybody gets that, I will be amazed. So this was messy. Tony D'Angelo is going to be appearing very soon. He talked about his debut and all that. And then we get to Solo Sikoa, who's, I believe, the third Fatu, or the third Uso. And he, if he's half as good as the Usos to start and gets better, good for him. Ikemen Jiro interrupts Kushida while he's taking a piss. May I remind you again that I hate Ikemen Jiro. I hate his fucking presentation. I hate the jackets. I hate everything about this. Can't fucking stand him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I fucking hate this goddamn gimmick. Oh, it's fun. It's good and everything. You guys like it? That's fucking fine. I would rather beat myself in the goddamn skull with a claw hammer than watch this fucking guy. Kushida. I just talked about how Kushida could be one of the best people they have. And he's fucking marginalized working with a goddamn comedy goof. Anyway, he interrupted him while he was taking a piss and then says, "Oh, you don't need this style strong, you goddamn idiot." And he dumped all his stuff out. He dumped all his gear out on the urinal floor because she had just happened to have the Back to the Future jacket and put the stuff on, and suddenly somebody made a blue light special. So I guess nobody could shoot up in the bathroom. If you get it, you get it. Why? Why is this guy getting so much TV time? Not Kushida, Jiro. God damn it, they found their own Michael Nakazawa. That's what they did. I mean, he's better than Nakazawa, but then again, I've shat stuff out that's better than Michael Nakazawa. God, I hate this character. Not the fuck. Anyway, Ru Fang wins. I wondered if he was a Mortal Kombat DLC character that you get for 99 cents based on that name. Taking on Tony D'Angelo. Crowd pops for Tony. And Tony wins with that weird titty neckbreaker. Oh my. He's going to sleep with the fishes by titting his neckbreaker. No, he hits a twist neckbreaker. Gets a victory. Crowd pops. Guy's into it. I give him credit for that. It's not my favorite gimmick. It's every goddamn Italian gimmick. Humans had to be together, but it is what it is. And he cuts a promo talking to Samantha Irvin. My fucking goodness. Interviews Tony. Hey, go buy yourself something tonight and forget about it. the guy's having fun with it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but you can tell he's into it. The crowd's into it. He's very emotional about it. If they can make the most of this, good for them. I could see him being a North American champion. I actually could see him being that. And Duke's poker room is always open. Stop thinking about it, Noah. I know you're thinking about it. But he shows his hand, and he's always open to take your money, to take it all in his poker room. Poker, I barely know her. So, Brooks and Dunn got laid up by Wilde and Mendoza, or somebody. And Wilde has come far from being DJZ. Met the guy about 2.5 years ago. Really fucking nice guy. Great talent. Brooks and Dunn took on Wilde and Mendoza with Escobar and Electra there, and the match was fine. Can they come back from this beating? No, they can't. Even though Wilde and Mendoza did feed for them at times, big Proud Boy energy from Brooks and Dunson, and especially with Freebird across their chest, and high-low 1, 2, 3. Not a bad match. Then Raquel and Mandy do a pre-tape thing. So, Raquel is fine in short bursts. I think she would be a lot better with a mouthpiece because I don't think promos are her thing. And Mandy talks about, how she's been called a lot of things and everything, and judging by the pictures she posted of her going a little too far with the tanning to the point that people were making a lot of jokes about her. It's not up to me. I don't really fucking care, but I did have the thing pop into my head for Mean Girls. If you're from Africa, why are you white? Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask somebody why they're white. So, that was fine. It was hyped up their match for next week. Gravedigger. It's clearly Dakota Kai. Why was she smashing a mirror? I have no goddamn idea. And Carmelo and Tricky Ticky Williams, where's the North American Championship? Somehow, Ikemen Jiro, despite the fact he has jackets so goddamn loud you can hear and see them from the third ring of Saturn, he somehow was able to get in there and steal the North American Championship. Or maybe he didn't, because right in the other locker was Spiderwebs, because I guess Gwen Stefani just decided, if you're not going to call me right now, I will make you walk into Spiderwebs. So, God, I was 14 years old when that album came out. And there's a caricature drawing from Loomis and Gargano inviting, I almost said Austin Hayes. I don't know why he would have been Austin Hayes. Carmelo Hayes and Tricky Ticky Williams to a haunted house next week. I'm going to tell you right now, check out my review of last year's NXT Halloween Havoc presentation. And I want you to hear, if you remember what I said about the Haunted House of Terror match, if they do anything like that, I'm going to go as red as this goddamn thing, and I'm going to swear off anybody involved in that goddamn thing because it was stupid, it wasn't entertaining, it was bullshit, and I hated it. And I can like some bullshit in wrestling. I don't mind entertainment in wrestling. It wasn't fucking entertaining. I fear this is going to be worse. In fact, this will be a lot worse. Which is saying something because that was utter dog shit and one of the worst things that happened all year. So anyway, so LA Knight and Grayson Waller had a match where the winner would would be the host for Halloween Havoc next week because they couldn't get Chucky because they couldn't get Rick Steiner out of retirement to come back and have a face-off with Chucky. Rest in peace, Gene Okerlund. Why they thought that was a good idea in 98. Why WCW thought that was a good idea, I don't know. And, at least they weren't out of business a couple of years. So, yeah, Knight wins. Life goes on, dull as before. Halloween Havoc card run, and I like Knight. But what is he going to do? What are they going to do? Are they going to have him be the spooky Knight? Is he going to be the Black Knight? Maybe not the Martin Lawrence movie, but the Black Knight always triumphs. Yeah! So anyway, Halloween Havoc card rundown. Ciampa and Rick Steiner versus the Grizzled Hung Veterans. Can they get along? They can. And then they'll get it on. Rex Steiner really does look a lot like his dad and his uncle, and does the Steiner recliner briefly and wins with the press slam. There you go. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to have a lot more fun making fun of NXT, because if they are going to take it seriously, if they're going to present bad comedic, kaleidoscopic comedy crap, then I'm going to make fun of it. Congratulations, WWE. You beat me. You beat me, and now at this point, this 36-plus year fan is just going to have fun, enjoy the characters I enjoy, and take the piss out of everything else bad, so 80% of most of the shows. And this is coming from somebody that criticizes AEW, criticizes New Japan. Oh, fuck, here I am. Fucking goddamn stupid Ikemen Jiro. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.